Hello everybody, this is Lilium, and happy 2013 to all of you. I thought that, when we make New Year's resolutions, we typically make them about losing weight or, paying off our bills or things that can seem to be kind of superficial. So I thought I wanted to make a video that can help you gain more mindfulness in your life. And I too could use more mindfulness in mine. So I wanted to explain to you a little bit about what mindfulness is and how you can achieve it in your everyday life. Because, when people tell you to live in the moment, it can be quite hard and it takes practice. It's like if somebody told you to run a marathon and you only had practiced maybe for a couple of days and it's just not possible. But with practice and mindfulness, you can truly get more out of your everyday life. You experience the little joys in life that is sometimes the biggest. So I hope you will like this and that it can be beneficial for you. So, what mindfulness is? It is a conscious method that maintains and sharpens your attention to what you're currently experiencing. And it basically means to be present in the moment, and that is the most important thing, rather than hanging on to memories, the things that have passed or things that we don't want to happen. And research actually shows that mindfulness, that meditation and mindfulness in many cases reduce symptoms and has a positive effect on people's behavior and self-perception. And it could be, for example, symptoms of depression and stuff like that. Mindfulness has a very strong effect on the people who have depression, suffer from depression, who have low self-esteem, and who have a hard time figuring out their purpose in life. And I think everybody deals with that at one point or another in their lives. So mindfulness takes you through some exercises that can help you to prevent negative thoughts and feelings into spiraling into this self-perpetuating circle. And one way is to consciously train your attention skills and practice the intimacy in regard to the body and what you sense. And thereby you are more capable of containing all sorts of feelings. Another important point in mindfulness is that we are not our thoughts. You are not what you think, in a quite literal way. The most important thing is mental and physical health are not dependent on our thoughts, but on our relationships to our thoughts. And our thoughts themselves are totally harmless, but the value we add to them is what determines how we react to every situation in life. And when you're gonna get better at mindfulness, living with mindfulness, you have to practice daily. You have to take time each day to work on the different mindful techniques. And research shows that mindfulness training can prevent, like I mentioned earlier, it can prevent depression and stress and anxiety. And it's even been said to have like healing effects on the human body and mind. And the mindfulness meditation has been existing for thousands of years within different spiritual traditions. It has been and still is a method that can help control the mind and the thoughts within the mind, and thus one achieves a greater presence and one is able to exist in the moment. And what all of these exercises have in common is that they bring peace to the mind and provide you with a great internal balance. So the different types of exercises that I can recommend you is they're quite simple actually, but they're very effective if you do them every day. First of all, you could mind your feet. Feel your connection with the ground all the time while you're grocery shopping, for example. You could mind your chair while you're typing, like feeling the chair you're sitting in, the surface. Not exactly with your hands, like feeling it that way, but more if we just sit on it, can feel maybe the back of the chair with your own back and feel the connection, between your back and the chair. And when you're putting on shoes, try to put the one you usually put on first. Put that on second. And drink your tea. If you drink tea, try to maybe if you don't put sugar in your tea, then try to put sugar in your tea once in a while. And this will work with coffee too, obviously. And the point is, like the previous exercise with the shoe, it is not to, change a pattern. It's more that you become aware of the pattern that you have created in advance. It's just to become aware of your patterns and how hard it really is to break them. And we don't want a new pattern, to emerge. If you start putting sugar in your tea all the time, then suddenly that will become a pattern, and it will obliviate your mind and you won't think about it, and then you're not living with mindfulness. Just create a bit more flexibility in your everyday life. And when you have to wait for something in a grocery line, if your computer's starting up, if you're sitting in your car and traffic lights are red, just breathe consciously and be aware of your physical presence. When you are cleaning your house, you can try and be aware of every step of your cleaning. Be conscious of the moves you make when you touch surfaces, or make sure that your mind just doesn't drift off thinking about anything else. Concentrate on the task. And if you feel like it, you can keep a diary of your thoughts and feelings. The goal isn't actually to create literature or something like that. It is more of to observe yourself through time what you think and feel. And so you shouldn't mind repetition. It's a good thing. And you can, when you have some spare time on your hands, you can take a little time and just take a deep breath in and notice 5 things you can see. And next you can notice 5 things you can hear. And next time you can notice 5 things that you can feel, like your hair on your cheeks or your clothes, your forehead, anything you can feel. And when you're annoyed, and we all get annoyed, even I, instead of just winding up about something that doesn't matter, just stop yourself. If it helps you, you can count to 10. And at 10 you will be more at peace with yourself. And just count to 10 and smile. And move on. Don't hang on to the past. And an exercise for people with seemingly uncontrollable thoughts is that you can take time to observe your thoughts, and rather than working against that voice in your head. I'm not saying you have an actual voice in your head, but your inner voice. Instead of listening to it, you can rather sit back and observe your own thoughts rather than becoming involved in them. And as you observe them, you might find your mind quieting down and the thoughts becoming less stressful to you. And if you do not, this is not very beneficial for you, you might benefit from the journaling as a way of processing your thoughts, so that you can decrease their intensity, and then you can try again. Because many stressed out and busy people find it really difficult to stop focusing on the rapid stream of thoughts running through their minds. And the idea of sitting in meditation and holding off the onslaught of thought can actually cause more stress. So if this sounds like you might benefit from the mindfulness exercises. And just take a couple of deep breaths and relax. And let go of your need to control your thoughts. Just smile and maybe picture yourself sitting back in a squishy reclining chair, or your favorite furniture inside your head, and just watch your thoughts go by before you. And in time they will fade if you keep the exercises up. So I hope that this will give all of you a great start on 2013, and that it can help prevent stress, too much stress, from entering your life. Yeah, I wish you a very happy and peaceful 2013. And I will see you soon, guys.